Questions for Marcus?
Back here, Marcus.
It's a little hot.
Can you just, from a general standpoint, talk about what you've done since the spring and kind of what we all know you kind of have a lot of expectations for yourself, the way you lead the team. Maybe give us an inside look at like what you feel like your role is, what you're going to do to sort of grow as a quarterback this fall camp.
Yeah, since spring, I've really worked on, getting healthy, getting ready for this upcoming year. From gaining a little more weight to just getting on page with these receivers. And like you said, I have really high expectations for myself as well as this team. So I'm going to really just try to push myself as a leader to kind of help these guys as well as myself, get where we want to go. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's an exciting time of the year, and I'm ready to get it going.
Other than yourself, all you guys leading this offseason, who else have you seen step up on the teammate side and better for both of you to be offensive play?
Yeah, I've seen guys like Horonis. Horonis has done a really good job, especially with these younger offensive linemen just kind of coming in the summer and helping these guys, get ahead. And on the defensive side of the ball, you got guys like Brian Jackson and Efo and. They've all done a really good job of just helping not only these younger guys but helping these guys like myself just kind of help each other. We've kind of built that culture of next guy up, and I'm really proud of those guys because they really stepped up as leaders. They've really put this team in the right direction. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Last week in the Mexico meeting, they closed up talking to the players.
It's a process, I'm working on it. I think if I heard your question correctly, I'm really working on just, not really being a rah-rah guy, but, being that kind of, that presence for guys to come up and say, I felt I did this wrong, what's your take on it? And I think, I've done a good job with that. I'm working on it, it's still a process, but, that's something that I've, really kind of put upon myself to just be a leader in that standpoint. Yes, this university does an awesome job of just educating us as players about the different, NCAA violations to just how to handle yourself off the field. And my hat goes off to the staff around here because we're really aware of what can potentially hurt us. And I'm thankful for what they've done because there's a lot of times where you do feel overwhelmed with stuff like that, and they really just kind of helped us have options and have possibilities of how to handle those things.
Hey Marcus, as you've looked at the film and talked to your coaches about last year, what's one thing that you look at yourself and say, I really want to improve on that, I really want to be better in this aspect of my game this season?
I've been really just kind of focusing on decision making. If I'm able to continue to make good, quick decisions, this offense will be, good situations. And, that's something that, it takes a lot of reps and a lot of just, visual stuff, like you said, film work and, going and doing the 7-on and whatnot. And, if I'm able to just kind of continue to push that envelope a little bit and continue to make good decisions, this offense will be in a good situation. He runs hard. He runs really hard. And he brings a physical presence that I think that a lot of people don't expect out of a guy his size. And he does it. like I said, he's a north-south guy. You know, he doesn't dance a whole lot, and I think he gets those tough yards. And you know, I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's able to do in this camp. I'm really looking forward to see, you know, him step up and do his thing.
So many receivers doing that. There's been a lot of talk about you guys going more than you really have next year. Thoughts about it?
That's a question for Coach Hufford. I mean, I'm down to throw the ball a little more, but you know, I think whatever Coach Ross and Coach Hufford's develop as a game plan, you know, we'll be ready to execute it. And you know, if it's one week it's throw the ball a little more, or if it's another week, you know, guys will run the ball a little more. It's really up to the coaches, and you know, I'm looking forward to just being able to execute it.
Marcus, you mentioned the young offensive line. Have you had a chance to look at any of those guys in like game situations, like going back to last season or anything?
We've done more of the basic, the foundation stuff of, you know, their steps and trying to get the calls and the language going. So to your question, we haven't really sat down and had a film session with them about that, but you know, we're just kind of getting these guys ready to be able to go out on the field and you know, just speak our language, speak our culture, and you know, that's really been our focus for those guys.
How would you describe the difference between a year ago today and today? Going in, not sure who's going to be the starting quarterback. Not knowing where they are, how much difference is the emotional?
Yeah, last year at this time, you know, I was definitely a little more anxious. I was a little nervous. You know, it was the first day of fall camp, and you know, the whole deal with Brian and the quarterback competition. I was just really kind of, you know, trying to gather my thoughts and make sure that I had a good practice. And now I feel like gone through a year of playing, I feel a lot more confident, and you know, I'm just really, like I said, I'm really excited. I'm just excited to get out there on the field again. You know, my mentality as a player hasn't changed since last fall camp. You know, I went in last fall camp just going to, you know, go out there and leave it all on the line and make sure that I compete to the best of my ability. And I think that's what I'm going to continue to do.
Marcus, back here. You talked about Byron real quick. Can you just give us your just kind of feeling about the running game in general? It seems like it's going to kind of be by committee with Thomas coming in, and obviously you put the Anthony in that spot. Can you just talk about how you feel about the running game entering fall camp?
I'm very confident in our running game just because of the guys up front. You know, we have a lot of guys coming back up front, and you know, they'll be able to find holes. I mean, these guys they came here to find holes and you know, take it north and south. So you know, I'm very confident in those guys. You know, I'm really just gonna, you know, try to do my best to help, you know, some of the young guys come along like Thomas. But you know, like I said, these guys up front are ready to go, and you know, whoever steps in at running back will be all right.
12-1, he has the ball. It's hard to imagine somebody that's teammate better. Can it be better? My second question is
Yes, this team definitely can get better. You know, we live by you know, winning the day and just being better than our former selves. And if we can continue to kind of gather a bunch of good days, then you know, continue just to get better each and every day, this team can, you know, do some incredible things. And you know, like I said, 12-1 was a good year, but if we can be better than our former selves, you know, the sky's the limit for us. And I'm sorry, what was the second question?
just your thoughts on that center row too, the Oklahoma center. Is that going to highlight?
It's unreal. The moment I stepped in there, and you see those, I don't know, there's 60, 55-inch TVs or something like that in the lobby. It's pretty unreal. You know, we can't. It's hard to put into words because we're just so thankful for, you know, what, you know, the boosters have done for us. To be able to provide some kind of center like that, you know, it's state of the art. It's one of a kind, and you know, to be able to walk in there every day now, it's going to be, I mean, it's unreal. You know, we've seen it being built, and now we get to step in it and use it. I'm just, you know, I was pretty speechless, and I'm still pretty speechless about it.
Marcus, what does the team know that you're calling your family and telling about it? So what's the number one thing that sticks out?
Yeah, the first thing that I called my parents about was there's the hydro pools at the bottom of on the level, and they had us walk in there the other day, and it was pretty cold, and it was to the point where it like hurt getting in the water. But Coach Rad will get us right. That'll make us feel a lot better. But as a recruit, to be able to step in there, I mean, if I had to do it all over again, I stepped in there. I'd tell Coach Kelly I'd sign the paper right then and there. I mean, it's unreal, and I think it'll really just kind of help our recruiting a little bit.
Last question, Sam Finley.
Talk a bit about Coach Helford. Is there any difference between him and Coach Kelly?
There hasn't been a whole lot of difference from a football standpoint. Coach Helford just kind of always said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And we've kind of built a culture here that it's really been successful for us. And I don't think that anytime or really soon we're going to change that. But other than that, I think they're two different personalities. Coach Helford is the kind of guy that you can go and walk into his office and talk about baseball. I mean, he's the kind of guy that he's out there and he's making sure that us as players know that we can go up to him and feel comfortable about anything. And I think that's pretty cool as a player to have a coach like that.
Thank you.
Thank you.